Corrymandle. Conor O'Dwyer's mount is on 8.
On the way in this Paddy Power Dial-A-Bet handicap chase, and Corrymandle, Conor O'Dwyer taking over from Jamie Osborne, who rode Nanda Farr to finish second, the big one. Corrymandle the leader as they go to the first. Being followed by Beecham Grace in second, Hemisphere lands third, followed by Strong Hicks on the inside of McAllister. Musical Duke is next on the outside as they run down out towards the second, which is the first of the ditches, and Beecham Grace on the outside of Corrymandle, and they're followed by Hemisphere, the favourite, in third, and behind Hemisphere McAllister with Strong Hicks and then Musical Duke. Bob Devaney is next ahead of Quattro and Amble Speedy, and bringing up the rear in the early stages is Pernap. Running down towards the third, and the leader Beecham Grace, Hemisphere, White Face on the outside, Musical Duke, the green colours just in behind Corrymandle, McAllister and Strong Hicks, and then Bob Devaney, Quattro, Pernap and Amble Speedy as they swing into the straight, heading towards the fourth. A long run to it, and Beecham Grace and Ken Whelan on the rail alongside Hemisphere and Gareth Cotter. Then Corrymandle on the rail in the orange and black. McAllister is next, Strong Hicks between horses. Musical Duke on the extreme left of the picture, ahead of Quattro and Bob Devaney, and then Amble Speedy and Pernap, closely grouped as they clear fence number 4 and come up to pass the stands. Beecham Grace the leader, Hemisphere is second, Corrymandle 3, McAllister 4, and then Strong Hicks, and they're followed by Musical Duke, and behind Musical Duke on the inside is Bob Devaney, and they're followed by Quattro as they go now to the fence past the stands, which will be number 5. And Beecham Grace by 2 lengths to Hemisphere, a length and a half behind Hemisphere on the far side Corrymandle, McAllister 4, then Musical Duke and Strong Hicks, Bob Devaney, Quattro on the red and white, then Amble Speedy. Pernap brings up the rear. Coming out of the 5th, Beecham Grace, the leader, from Hemisphere towards the left as we look at them. Corrymandle on the inside jumps it quite awkwardly, doesn't lose much ground. Then McAllister, Musical Duke on the left in the green and white. Strong Hicks as they come up now towards the 6th. Beecham Grace and Hemisphere. Beecham Grace hits the top of it, leads from Hemisphere, then Corrymandle, Strong Hicks, pale blue, alongside is McAllister. Musical Duke gets a reminder, Bob Devaney next on the inside. As they run the turn, that'll take them down the far side. 6 fences to jump in the back straight. The next will be the 7th in all, this 2 mile 5 furlong handicap. Beecham Grace from Hemisphere, Corrymandle in 3, and then McAllister on the outside of Strong Hicks. Tracking them is Bob Devaney. Fence number 7, Beecham Grace, Hemisphere on the outside, 6 lengths back to Corrymandle, and that one followed by Strong Hicks and McAllister, Musical Duke, Quattro's improved a place, and Bob Devaney, Amble Speedy, and finally Pernap. Coming out to fence number 8, a mile from the finish, and Beecham Grace leads Hemisphere by 3 parts of a length. They're over 5 lengths clear of Corrymandle and Strong Hicks, who race together. They're followed by McAllister, and then Quattro and Amble Speedy. Bob Devaney's dropped back a few places. Pernap is next. Musical Duke has dropped out to be last. Coming to the next fence, which is the 2nd of the ditches. Hemisphere on the outside leads narrowly from Beecham Grace, but Beecham Grace outjumps Hemisphere, lands almost a length in front. Hemisphere second, 6 to 7 lengths off them. Strong Hicks with Corrymandle, and then comes Amble Speedy. McAllister has lost ground. Pernap is next, then Quattro. 5 from home. Beecham Grace, Hemisphere the better jump, and Hemisphere leads away from that fence, half a length up. Beecham Grace in second, 6 lengths away. Strong Hicks is third, and they're followed in 4th place by Corrymandle and Pernap, and then comes Amble Speedy. At the 4th last, Hemisphere the leader, over from Beecham Grace, 6 lengths away Pernap, then Strong Hicks, and then Corrymandle, Amble Speedy. McAllister, Quattro clear of Bob Devaney, and Musical Duke pulled up. As they run now towards the 3rd last, the final ditch, Hemisphere leads Beecham Grace by a length and a half. 4 lengths away, Pernap is made ground, and they're followed by Amble Speedy at the 3rd last. And Beecham Grace hit it very hard and has got rid of Ken Whelan. Little chance of staying in the saddle there. A bad blunder, and out of the race Beecham Grace as Hemisphere leads as Gareth Cotter steals the peep over his left shoulder. Sees he's got a 3-length lead, but Amble Speedy and Pernap are closing on the leader, and Quattro is creeping into contention too. At the 2nd last, Hemisphere the leader, jumps it well. Pernap, Amble Speedy a bit slow. Quattro lost a little bit of impetus, and they're clear of Strong Hicks as they race the turn into the straight. 1 fence left to jump, and Hemisphere is the leader. from Pernap. Amble Speedy on the outside, and then Quattro. Racing now towards the final fence. Hemisphere, Amble Speedy coming there on the left, and Pernap over on the right. Charlie Swan there cleared of Quattro as they near the final jump now. Hemisphere tackled by Pernap on the right of the picture. Left of the picture is Amble Speedy. Pernap lands just in front from Amble Speedy, and they're followed by Hemisphere as they race into the closing stages. It's Amble Speedy on the near side from Pernap, and Hemisphere one placed in third as they race up towards the line. Amble Speedy on the near side. Amble Speedy's going to win it as they race up the line. Amble Speedy and Fanny Woods win the Paddy Power Dial-A-Bet Handicap Chase. Second is Pernap, 3 is Hemisphere, 4 is Quattro, and Quattro is clear of the last 150 yards. Milton Field on the stand side from Colin Leader. Milton Field, cheekily ridden by Conor O'Dwyer, going up to the line. Milton Field wins it cosily from Colin Leader second, and they're clear of a three-way battle for third involving Tell the Nip.